Hello guys, this is Martín Vizcaíno and I'm here. I'm a Spanish guy, and right now I'm going to react to another video. I'm a Spanish guy. Right now I'm agnostic. Agnostic, is a person that does not believe in any religion but do not discard the existence of a god. Right now I'm starting to think that is a god, and this is my path to know to know Allah and all this type of religion. The Muslim and Islam religion is a very curious path, and I want you to join me to discover all these new things that I didn't know. So let's go to the video. This video is called The Creation of Man, How It All Began. Let's start.
Allah took different parts of the earth and He molded it into clay, and from there was water added to that until that clay turned dark and black, and then that clay Allah fashioned it into the form of the human being. And now when the clay
Whoa. Sorry for pausing it too soon, but wow, that beginning was very awesome. You know how meaningless we are compared to all what He can create. He created the seven heavens. Even His throne, His chair, His angels are so big, and we're so meaningless compared to our universe is so meaningless. And imagine He taking His time, His privileged time, to take clay and create the earth, and then from creating the earth, putting water into it. Literally, He took time from His time, and from clay He created all the earth only from clay, and then create the human being. That's awesome. That's mind blowing. How you can create a human being with clay? We can't, of course we can't, but Allah can create all that with clay, and that's awesome.
is becoming dry, it's taking a different color. And the color that it takes eventually is the color of wheat. And that's why Adam alayhi salam got his name from, because Adam is from udum, which is wheat, and his color was the color of wheat, right? Light brown kind of color. So he took from the white rocks, he took from the black rocks, he took from the brown soil, he took from the red.
Wait, that thing that I'm seeing right now, the part that says, "From the earth we created you, and into it we will return you," that has a lot of sense. Wow, right now, after hearing the beginning, it has a lot of sense now. I had already saw it a couple times, but now I'm rereading it again, and it's like, wow, it has a lot of sense, because Allah created the earth, and what's made the earth? Allah created with clay, and with clay created a human being. So once you start living, you are literally a human being, but created from the earth. So from the earth they created you, and of course when you die, you will again become part of the earth, because you are clay like the earth. So wow, from the earth we created you clay, and into it we will turn you, because you were going to become again clay, I guess. Wow.
Took
wow.
all these different colors, all right, from the yellow sort of sandy type of ground material that you get. Allah took all of that. This is all these different parts that Allah took. Why? There's a reason.
The creation of
Allah created a creation called the Ruh, which is the spirit. He created a creation from which, if He blows, or if from that ruh something transfers into the clay, that molded clay that is dead, that has got not just a shape and a form, if that goes in there, then it allows that person to become alive and to move. So suddenly Adam alayhi salam found himself alive.
Wow. I'm speechless. Wow. The part. Oh, imagine Allah creating a soul, of course we can't, nobody can, only Allah can, of course, but he can create a soul, you know. And now it takes a lot of more sense because yeah, you know, he created us, like the physical us, with clay, you know. That's the part of our earth, but we are dead. We are not even alive yet. Then he created a soul, and then he give us that soul to our dead body made of clay. And there's when we are alive, you know. So I'm understanding this, right? I'm hope, because this is very mind blowing, you know. There's a lot of things, but imagine that has a lot of sense when we burn and die. When we burn, in that moment we are clay, and then we have our soul. But when we are dying, we're not dying in a physical way. What is happening is they are taking our soul out of us, you know. That's what I think is trying to explain. That's awesome. This is mind blowing. I don't know what else to say. Let's continue watching this video.
Now you can imagine what's happening to Iblis. Is getting even more, you know, the jealousy and all that is really kicking in, right? And so he's there, standing, watching, observing, and thinking, okay, what's going to come next? Now what happens next is, Allama Adam al-asma'a kullaha. Allah then taught Adam alayhi salam the names, or all the names. Now what does it mean by all the names? Here again, Mufassirun have debated. Then there's lengthy pages of what are these names that was taught them, whether they're names of Allah, or are they the names of the angels? That's one quotation. Are these names of certain things that the angel never knew of, or are they things that the angels also knew of, because Allah then challenged the angels to try and say the names of these things? What were these things? So according to the Mufassirin, a dominant thing seems to be that there were things on the earth to do with becoming a vicegerent, to becoming a khalifa, to now reigning the earth in a way that has never been done before. Because the angels had seen the jinns and how they lived on the earth. So they didn't, what did the jinns do? The jinns couldn't build buildings. The jinns didn't know what buildings were and how to make monuments and so on. The jinns did not know, and they did not need material things to live. The jinns, they didn't need material things to live. So taking a seed, putting a seed into the ground, and then the seed sort of growing and then cultivating it, and then the tree grows, and then taking that tree, cutting it up, making planks of wood, then from that plank of wood to make something with 4 legs, that's a table, to make something else that's 4 legs, and that's a chair, and to sit on it at a table, that is something jinns never knew. That's something that jinns never knew. Things that a human being will be able to do. As a human being, inside your mind, you've got this brilliant ability to innovate. And
wow. Of course, I don't want to disrespect the genes, but we as human beings were very good in our things, you know. Like, of course, I don't know, and also here says that it's not sure what type of things does Allah told to Adam, but imagine those things were this type of thing, you know, the innovated things or all these things that they imagine that. Why not Allah tell Adam what things to do, how to create things, you know? But the part that says that jinns didn't know how to do all that type of things, to innovate, to create, but in the physical manner, you know, like he didn't know how to create chairs, how to create tables, but the human being was able to do it. It's like it's not a competition, but that's in favor point for us, I think. Like, in that case, our mind is very powerful. Of course, who gave us our mind? Allah. But imagine how powerful is the mind that Allah gave us to be able to do things that jinns can't. It's like, wow, even though we're meaningless, we are so privileged to have the help of Him, to have the mind that He gave us, to have the soul, to be created, you know. Like, if all this really happened, all this is really happening, this is awesome.
This thing of innovation was not in the jinns. And this is what really made Iblis jealous. You know, you can imagine the feelings that are going in Iblis. So Allah first said to the angels, he said, "Oh angels," he said, "tell me what these things are." And the angels didn't know. If the angels looked at a table, they wouldn't know what that table is. They wouldn't know what chair is. They wouldn't know, a house, and inside the house, they wouldn't know that. The angels wouldn't know, to make a building to govern people or whatever. They wouldn't know any of this. They wouldn't know the difference. Allah said, "Okay, go and tell me." La ilma lana. We don't have the knowledge, except for the knowledge that you have endowed us and you've given us. Then Allah tells Adam alayhi salam, says, "Oh Adam, now ambihum bi asma." Tell me what are these concepts, these names here. So Adam alayhi salam said, that's the table, or that's the chair. I'm not saying he said table, I'm not saying he said chair. Whatever those things was, he said that's that, that's this, that's that, that's this. And they were absolutely amazed. Now even Iblis was like, I don't even know what this is. And this thing Allah's created, he knows all of this.
Wow. Well, the video is over. I'm going to do a little resume of that minute, I guess. Like the part where the angel says, "We only know what you have given us." Imagine that. Even the angels only know what Allah wants them to know. It's like, imagine so powerful that he is, that also he can decide what knows the angels. Like, I don't know. That's wow. And Allah is very powerful. Allah is everything. Literally, Allah is everything. But the part that even Iblis, I'm not sure it's a good idea to say that name, but even Iblis in this case, only for example, even didn't know what the chair or the table in this example were, and also the angels didn't know, but Adam and now the human beings as us, as you and me, know that type of things. Like, wow, at least in that moment he gave us so much. And is giving us so much, even though we are so meaningless to him. It's like, wow. Seeing all these type of videos are making me become very, very speechless, because it's amazing how powerful he is. Well guys, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, give it a like, and tell me what other videos would you like to see. See you.